Angry Guy here, and today I'm here with Natasha. She's a traditional woman who I've invited to discuss feminism, traditionalism, and gender norms in modern day society. Natasha,
My
and
name is
just tell us.
Natasha. I'm from Massachusetts. Um, I'll be 40 in a couple of weeks, actually. And I just think that traditional relationships is not. It's not even just about being the norm. It it's just the way that life is supposed to be. Uh, Women been gatherers and men have been hunters for thousands of years, and it's worked that way. I don't understand why people are changing it now. Just don't. And why women want to boss the man around, and it, I don't know. It's just strange. I'm just not used to this type of world, and I have two daughters, and I don't want to raise them like that. I don't want like I want them to um be able to take care of themselves and get a job and go to college and everything. But when the time comes, settle down, find your person and have a good life with that person traditionally.
Okay, no, I absolutely agree with you. And so, give us a little bit more of a backstory about yourself, where you're from, how you grew up, and your current relationship status.
Okay, from Lowell, Massachusetts. It's about 40 minutes from Boston.
Your current status in life is you are a mother,
Mhm.
you're a wife, so you have lovely children. I think, how many daughters do you have?
I have two daughters.
You have two daughters. And
Mhm.
how long have you been with your current partner?
13 years. Well, it will be 13 years.
13 years.
Yeah,
And
November.
okay, I'd like to know a little bit more about, your relationship with your husband and how you've grown together over the years.
Okay. He's a little bit younger than me. He's 3 years younger. I'll be 40. He'll be 37.
So, you we talk about on YouTube a lot. I talk about on my channel a lot about the importance of being fit, feminine, and friendly. How have these things been important in your relationship?
Well, um, I curse a lot. Um, and I actually been trying not to, because I think that even if you're not cursing at somebody, it just makes it a tense situation. Um, so I said I'm not gonna curse no more. I mean, I'm gonna slip up, obviously, but that's how Massachusetts people are. They call us massholes anyway, so that's
I
what
agree.
call us massholes. So I'm currently trying to not curse. Um, Feminine, I'm feminine, but I always like hung out with do I like to hanging out with guys better than girls because girls are trifling. They'll steal your man. And I learned a lot from my homies. I learned a lot from them. I learned how they are with girls, what type of girls they keep around and wife up, what type of girls they don't. I just learned a lot from hanging around with my friends, and
Hmm.
I'm grateful for hanging around with them, and I just seen how they treated. I mean, when you're hanging out with dudes from the block, they're a different breed than
Hmm.
when you're hanging out with dudes that sell drugs, and you see how they treat girls, and they'll tell you, oh, this one's a good one. I'm gonna keep her around. I'm gonna wife her up, and you see what the girls do for them, and you see, like, I learned really, really quickly that men don't like to be stalked out, like asking them questions constantly, following them, finding them, going to people's houses looking for them. Um, they don't like that. They don't like to be questioned constantly. Where you going? Where was you? So I just let them come. You can't control somebody. If somebody's gonna cheat on you, they're gonna cheat on you, and you can't control somebody else. So I learned that quickly, that I can't control somebody. People gonna do what they're gonna do.
Okay. How important has fitness been in your life?
I work out every day. Every day. We actually go to the gym together.
How has that helped?
He's extremely fit, wicked fit. We go to the gym. It's been I love working out. So
How
it,
important is how important has that been for your marriage?
um a lot. Actually, because I was on a medication. I have lupus and Raynaud's disorder, and it made me gain weight. Um, so I got off the medication and I lost weight, and it's been a lot better, because when I was always tiny, because I'm 5'1", so I was always like little, like, I weighed like a $110, a $115, maybe a $120. But when I got on like steroids and stuff like that for my lupus, I ended up gaining weight. Um, and he he still loved me and stayed, but I just didn't feel comfortable with myself, you know, because I wasn't used to being like that. I was used to being little. But so
Hmm.
it's helped a lot. I'm more comfortable in my own skin. Like, I have an Instagram. If you go to my Instagram, you'll see. It's actually my name, but it's my last name first. They wouldn't let me put my first name first on Instagram. I don't know why. I think somebody might have had the same name that I have. But so like you see my body. Like, I'm in really great shape. I have a nice belly, and I just feel more comfortable with myself. So it's played a huge part. A
Do you
huge
think that
part.
it's helped your? Do you think staying in shape has also helped your relationship with your husband?
Oh yeah, yeah. You can't you can't be like all sloppy looking. Like, yeah, they may stay with you, but you need to, like, I don't know. I don't understand this body positivity movement, because to me it's not body positivity, it's like obese positivity. I'm not with that.
Hmm.
Um it's just weird that, like, people are saying it's okay to be like huge and like 300 pounds or 400 pounds with your feet like bursting out of sneakers, and it's just gross. So, excuse me, I'm sorry if that offends anybody, but to me it's disgusting. Especially if you have a man, like, your man don't want to be with you like that. Like, come on. Like, especially if you have a fit man. Nah, no, 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 no. You need to just take care of yourself, period.
Hmm.
That's the bottom line. Like, you need to look decent. If you are with somebody, and especially if you're with somebody as long as I've been with somebody, like, honestly, um, it's like I have a new relationship. It's like us, like, finding each other again. It's changed everything. Me getting in shape, uh, being more positive, not being gloomy all the time, not wanting to go and do anything, because I always was uncomfortable with myself when I was on that medication that made me gain weight. So it's like we have a new relationship. It's like we're just finding each other again.
I want to ask you about this. A lot of women, they hate the terminology submissive. Are you submissive to your husband, and what does it mean to be submissive?
Oh, I'm completely submissive. There's no doubt about that. Like, he tells me, you know, to do something, I'll do it. But the thing is that it's not like mean. It's not rude. You understand what I'm saying, right? Angry, like, he'll be like, "Oh, can you get this? Oh, can you do this?" Like, yeah, I'll do it for you. To me, I don't know what I think everybody takes submissive different. To me, it's letting go. It's letting him lead, and I follow his lead, and um, treat him like a man, because he deserves that respect, because he's earned it. He's a great man, and why would I treat him like I'm the boss when he is the man of the house? He's the one
What
who takes
makes
care of us.
what makes him such a great man?
Oh my God, I adore him. I adore everything about him. He takes care of us, and he just shows me love. He shows our daughters love. Um, he just he shows me love like I've never been shown before. Like I know he's got me, no matter what.
Okay. So in your relationship, you would say that you are you. I mean, you'll clearly voice your concerns if something is wrong,
Oh
but you would
yeah,
say,
yeah. Well, come on, you should know me. Like yeah, like yes, I'm submissive, but that don't mean. Come on, I'm from Massachusetts. Come on now, like if I have an issue, like I'm gonna say like how I feel. It's not like I just sit down and cower and don't say nothing. Like I speak my mind. It's not like I don't have a voice. And like he comes to talk to me and we make decisions together. But I don't I don't act like I'm the boss of the house. He is. If he tells our daughter something, and then of course, kids are always gonna run to mom and be like, "Oh, dad," I say, "Dad said, that's the way it is."
"Hmm,
I don't understand why women don't get that. Like, you can be a strong woman, but you can still be submissive to your husband or your boyfriend. Like, I don't get that. Like, what's the big deal with being submissive and listening and supporting and letting him lead your household? I don't understand why women wanna degrade men and treat them like dogs. Because that's how I see that they're getting treated. Men today are getting treated like dogs. And it's disgusting because
why do you
we need
why
each other. Men and women need each other.
why do you think society treats men like dogs today?"
I don't know. I don't know. I don't. To me, a lot of it is social media,
Hmm.
and it's like they're trying to feminize men. They're trying to make men feminine and women masculine. No, and it's like I've read and I've heard like, oh, it's bad to be an alpha male like nowadays. And it's like, dude, when something goes wrong, when there's a dangerous situation, or if there's a fire, and if anything, you want an alpha man to be there for you. You don't want a beta, right?
Hmm.
Like I don't get that. Why do you want a dude that's running around in a skirt? What the hell is he gonna do for you? How is he gonna save your life? What's he gonna do? Bring you a band-aid if you get hit by a car? Like, come on now, it's
so
ridiculous.
so why do you think that society is trying to feminize men while masculinize women?
I honestly think it's coming from all the way to the top. Follow the money.
Are you familiar with the concept of a hoe phase?
A what?
A hoe phase.
No.
So a lot of 304s today, they say that they're going through their hoe phase. A lot of young women say they're going through their hoe phase, where basically they sleep around with a bunch of guys when they're younger, and then once they're done with that, then they go look for a nice guy to settle down with. And I'm sure you've noticed that on social media. A lot of women today, they have no, they have they basically feel very comfortable saying that they sleep around and there's
Yeah,
nothing
I've seen
wrong.
I've seen that. Yeah, there's like a podcast. I forgot what it's called, but it's like these men. They're kind of like church. Like they go to church and they believe in God, and then they bring like these them type of women on. God, I think it's like whatever. I think podcast. I don't know, some kind of podcast. But yeah, I've seen it. It's gross. And I've also seen women in their 40s crying on TikTok because they can't find a good man. They want to be taken care of. They can't find a good man because all the good men are taken care of. All the good men are taken, and it's like you're 40. Like you should have been thinking about this like years ago in your 20s. Like like it's gonna be really hard for a 40-year-old to up and find a man like
Well,
to
a lot
take
of
that's gonna take care of them, and love them, and that like it don't work like that.
well,
They're all they're,
a lot of women now, a lot of women now are, heading into their 40s. We're both the oldest of the millennials, of
mhm.
practically Gen X,
Yeah.
and a lot of people our age are now heading into their 40s, and the Gen Xers, older Gen Xers, they're heading into their 50s and approaching 60. What do you think? How do you think that women who chose to sleep around and be promiscuous and not settle down, how do you think that's going to affect them in the coming decade?
It, they're gonna be alone, wanting to have somebody in their life, wanting to have kids. Well, they might already have kids because they're whores. They're sleeping around anyway. So they probably got a bunch of kids, and they probably had a bunch of abortions and take the Plan B. I mean, look at Sukiana and Sexy Red. Disgusting. That's totally disgusting. Totally disgusting. But that's what they look up to. That's what these kids and these teenagers and these women in their 20s are looking up to. Sukiana and Sexy Red. Like, come on. That's the picture of womanhood, or Lizzo.
Huh. What is it
When I
like
was
being? Go ahead.
when I was growing up, like I look like I would see singers like Mariah Carey. She was beautiful, classy. She got a little weird as she got older, but
Mhm.
when she first came out when I was little, that's a Toni Braxton. Like, I looked up to them type of women. They were beautiful, and but these girls are looking up to that. Gross. Pigs.
Tell me this very quickly. So, what is it like being a mother? And if you could trade it, and would you ever trade it for a career if you could?
No. I love being a mother. And I start school for massage therapy and stuff. But because I want to open up my own like little spa.
Hmm.
Uh but no, I wouldn't trade it. I love my kids. I love them. They drive me insane. I mean, 11-year-old and a 14-year-old, they drive me loony, but um they're good kids, and they're smart, and I want them to do what I didn't get to do in life, and I didn't go to college. I didn't do none of that stuff. I want them to be able to go to college, be in a sorority, like, have a career. My little one wants to be a weather forecaster. She's 11, and my older one wants to be a litigation lawyer.
Wow.
Yeah, so we're trying to raise them different. Like, I know they go to school and their social media and they see what they see, um but in home, I want them to know that they have, like, a sturdy place. Like, they have like a rock, and I want them to be able to experience life and do the things that we didn't get to do. And I think they will. I can't say exactly, because you never know what kids are gonna do. They're their own people. But I'm pretty sure they'll go to college and they'll do great things in life. And my 14-year-old, um, she has always hated babies. When I had her sister, she would scream and say, "Baby goobers." She hates drool. She's always hated babies, so she don't want no kids. But she does want to get married. Uh, but I think that might change when she just thinks babies are gross, the way they eat and drool and all that. And um, but my little one, she said she wants the white picket fence. She's 11 years old. She already knows exactly what she wants. They both do. Um, and I want that for them. I want them to find their person. I want them to have a great life. And I want them to know that everything on social media is bullshit. Don't believe it, because everybody puts only the best things in their life on social media, and the best pictures of themselves, and uh, their vacations and stuff like that. And it's all a lie, because people have bad days, people fight. Like, not everybody's happy and smiley all the time. So
What challenges do you face as a woman that practices traditionalism and has chosen to prioritize your family over a career?
I don't face anything. I don't. I mean, people, you know, don't respect it or whatever. They think that women should just like work and, um, be their own person and be their own boss and all that. But I don't face anything because I don't let it phase me. Because honestly, it's just me and my man and my kids. Like I don't have friends like that. Like I have people I say hi to or whatever, and I have a coffee here and there. But I don't have people I chill with. I don't go to the club. I don't have girls' night. That ruins relationships. My man is my best friend, and my kids and my man are the only thing that matters.
So and I find that very interesting. So you do believe that when a woman gets married, she should get rid of those guy friends, she should get rid of those girlfriends, and she
Hmm.
should prioritize her relationship with her husband.
Yeah, that's the way it's supposed to be. I mean, maybe not as deep as I did. Like I don't hang out with nobody at all. Like me and him do everything together. Uh, we go to movies together. Like we just do everything together. I don't go to concerts with friends. I go with him. Um, yeah, I think so because a lot of people meddle in relationships, especially if it's a good relationship. They try to ruin it because they're miserable.
Huh.
So maybe not to the degree that I did, but yeah, I think that your family comes first, and that's all I've ever wanted since I was little, since I can remember. I always wanted a husband. I always wanted kids. I always wanted a family, because my family was so fucked up. Excuse my language. Um, yeah, I just cursed. Um, try not to, but my family was so messed up, and I didn't have a good family and a good growing up. So I just wanted my own family so I could love them and they could love me.
Is there anything specific you want my viewers to know about, regarding what we've discussed here today regarding traditionalism, gender roles, family, anything specifically?
There are good women out there that, and I don't know. There may not be a lot, but there are some. You know, not everybody's like me. Uh, I guess I'm a diamond in the rough. Um, I, my focus is my family, and that's the only thing that matters to me. And there are other people out there like that. You just have to find them. And I know it's hard, and you know, I don't want men, because this is a men's channel. I don't want them to give up, um, because that's why we're on this earth. Everybody has a mate out there. Everybody. There's someone for everybody. And I completely agree that that's what we're here for. We're here to reproduce, and we're here to find that person. You're meant to be coupled with somebody, like, because you're meant to have a family. You're meant to have kids. You're meant to reproduce. So I don't want good men to give up on that because of all these whores now, or whatever, they're in the whore phase or whatever the hell it's called. I don't want them to give up on that.
What do
You
you think
know,
about the passport bros?
I think it's awesome. I think it's awesome for them. If they need to go elsewhere to go find a good woman, go. If there's none here, I mean, if they can't find them here, go find. Everybody has there's somebody. If they need to go across the continent, across the world to go find another their person, then do it. I mean, I found my person. He was here, but uh, the way society is now, it's not like that. Not everybody's like me, and wants to be married and wants to focus on their family and will will complete. Like I would give up my life for him, without a doubt, without a question. I would give up my life for him. I would die for him. I would go to jail if I had to for him. I would live in a box on Skid Row with him, and we'd find our way out. Everybody has that person, like how I am, that type of love. And if they have to go across the world to find it, then that's what they need to do. Because I believe everybody deserves to be loved. And no, your relationship ain't just about love, because some days we hate each other. But some days you're like, oh, I hate this person. I don't want to be with this person. You drive me crazy, or she drive me crazy. That's not what a long-term relationship or marriage is about, because you're going to have a lot of bad days and you're going to be mad at that person a lot. But a relationship is like, when you choose that person, it's to find them bad days out together. Like, I was always told never go to bed, mad at each other, and never leave the house mad at each other, because you never know if they're gonna come back or not. So I constantly, like, we text each other throughout the day. And I tell him I love him. I adore him, and I tell him he's a great dad. I tell him he's my everything, and I do it every day. Not constantly, but throughout the day, I'll send him texts, just to let him know that I'm thinking about him and I love him, and that he knows I'm there for him no matter what. And I think that everybody should have that. Everybody should have that type of love, and he shows me the same amount of love. I mean, he's a man, and he's an alpha male, so it's a little bit different, but he shows me love, and lots of love in the way that he shows it. So, and he's calm. I'm the wild one. He's the calm one. He's the calm one. He's the laid back one, and I'm the wild one. Like, if somebody was messing with him, I'd be the one to punch somebody in the face for him. Like, I'd probably hit somebody before he would hit him if somebody said something to him. I always, when we're out, like, I always want to make sure he's okay, and he does the same with me. And I just feel like everybody should have that type of relationship, that you just love somebody so much that you just think about them all the time. And it's been 13 years, and I just completely adore him and would do anything for him. And my love just grows more and more every day for him.
All right. Well, Natasha, I think we covered a lot today, regarding your experiences with traditionalism, your family, your thoughts on society and gender norms. So I want to thank you for being here with us today.
Yeah.
Guys, if you have any questions for Natasha, definitely ask them in the comments section. Let us know what you think about that. I'll have a link to her channel in the description if you want to go and check her out. Again, Natasha, thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
All right. Guys, like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWA, men walking away. And cheers.